So today's big story is inequality. Oxfam put out this report saying that the top 62 richest people in the world have the same amount of wealth as the bottom 3.6 billion people. And they did today because it's MLK Day and because Davos starts today, and so inequality is kind of like on the forefront of people's minds. But I don't like this report. I think it's kind of bullshit to look at inequality that way. Like, first of all, of course we have rich people and poor people. Like, that's just the way it's going to work. And those numbers mean nothing to me, right? 62, 3.6 billion. I don't know. What should it be? Like, how many people should have as much wealth as the bottom half? I don't know. So I don't know what's wrong with it being 62. I also know that recently, China has had this wonderful renaissance that has lifted more people out of poverty than any group of people ever in human history. So Oxfam wants to attack capitalism, and I want to say, well, China has been doing great with the capitalism, so I don't know what your criticism is exactly. However, let's look at these 4 stories from around the world from the last couple days, and let's look at inequality that way. So story number 1, new home prices in China are up 7.7% over last December. However, when you drill a little deeper into the numbers, you see it's really just the major cities, Beijing, Shanghai, Shenzhen, that are seeing tons of growth, and everywhere else it's basically nada. Number 2, Iran has re-entered the global economy. The sanctions have been lifted. The nuclear deal is in place. The last sort of walled-off area of our global economy has been re-entered, and the prodigal son has come home, and it's wonderful. And there's this massive feeding frenzy of big companies trying to get into that Iranian market. Number 3, this short one, Saudi Arabia bombed the police station / Houthi rebel organizing facility in Sana'a, Yemen. This is part of their proxy war with Iran, and, like 26 people are dead. 30 people are like still trapped under the rubble, which is like the scariest thing to me. Not the 26 dead, but there's 30 people there just buried under the rubble. Anyways, number 4, the last story, Sierra Leone has Ebola again. They were just cleared. Their Africa was just cleared. They're like, the epidemic is over, and then literally later that day, a lady gets Ebola and dies this weekend, and now there's 100 people being quarantined. The epidemic is back. So the point I want to make with these stories is that this is what inequality looks like. It's the major companies coming in and taking advantage of the Iranian people. It's China with the big cities and the globalists who are doing great, and then the poor people in the countryside and everywhere else who are doing kind of nothing. It's Africa having Ebola while disease deaths in America are going way down. It's Iran, getting a whole bunch of more money, and they're going to use it to fight a war in Yemen, which has absolutely nothing. It's not, to me, when we talk about inequality, it's not the 62 versus the 3.6 billion. It's the bombers and the bombies. It's the global rich capitalist class and then the working class. I mean, I'm just making a basic Marxist point here, but so were the Oxfam people, and I think they did it wrong. I think the way we need to think of inequality is not, look how much money these people have and how little these people have. I think we need to look at, these people feel safe and healthy and secure in their lives, and these people could die at any minute from the decisions that those people make without even knowing who it's going to affect over here. So, happy Martin Luther King Day. Sorry the world still sucks. If you want to talk about this, I'm game. I don't really know what to do with it, but just here's how I see the world. Bye-bye.